Thanks, Emily. Appreciate it. We've got an update on a business story we brought you Friday, that highly anticipated collaboration between Swatch and a luxury watch brand. Well, it's fair to say the rollout was a hit, with long lines at Swatch stores all around the world. Here again is NBC's Morgan Chesky.
This morning, a nostalgic pop culture icon.
Flashy marketing has created red-hot demand,
Proving there's no time like the present. A frenzy of fans swarming Swatch watch boutiques worldwide, pushing and praying for their latest offering, Swatch's Royal Pop Collection, a collaboration with luxury Swiss watchmaker Audemars Piguet, whose watches routinely command six figures.
Victory in 3 days. The Dane is one of the leading contenders in the race and reduced Afonso Ilalio's overall lead to 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Australian Jai Hindley is fourth in the general classification with 12 stages to go. Englishman Aaron Rai has won the PGA Championship by 3 shots, with resurgent Australian Cameron Smith finishing in a tie for 7th. The LIV golfer Smith had missed the cut in his previous 6 majors, but changed his coach and found some of the form that once had him ranked number 2 in the world. Rai had a 5 under par 65 in his final round, including a monster putt on the 17th hole to claim his first major. The 31-year-old is the first Englishman to win the tournament in more than 100 years.
That putt on 17 was incredible. Was just trying to focus on speed and get it close. Kind of conspired all together for that ball to go in the hole. But an incredible putt and a real bonus to see that one go in.
Australian sprinter Eddie Nketiah has broken the national all-conditions record in the 100 metres for the second time this season. The former New Zealander ran a time of 9.74 seconds, but had an illegal tailwind of 5.6 meters per second. The 25-year-old achieved the feat while representing the University of Southern California at a track and field meet in Nebraska. Time to check the weather around the country tomorrow. A light shower or 2 in Melbourne, stronger falls in Sydney and Canberra with a downpour in Brisbane. Chance of a shower in Darwin, clear skies in Perth, rain easing in Adelaide and cool conditions in Hobart. Time to recap our top stories. Before we go, organizers of a flotilla of more than 50 ships that's trying to break Israel's maritime blockade of Gaza say the Israeli Navy is boarding their ships off the coast of Cyprus. The World Health Organization has declared the Ebola outbreak in Uganda and the Congo an international emergency with more than 300 suspected cases. And in developing news in the past half hour, a man has been arrested after 3 people were found dead in a home in Sydney's southwest. A 47-year-old man has been arrested at the scene and taken in for questioning. Officers went to the house in Campbelltown shortly before 8 o'clock this evening after a 000 call was made from the home. Police say they entered the property and found the bodies of the 2 children and woman inside. And that is your world for tonight. I'm Girish Salani. Thanks very much for your company. Hope you're having a great start to the week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
The pursuit of truth can be challenging. Are you still reluctant to criticize the former president?
In what regard, please?
Clarity is key. You are also behaving illegally.
No, we are defending ourselves.
Have you ever made a mistake you really learned something from?
Of course.
What's the worst case scenario?
This could lead to human extinction.
Use your voice. It's the only thing that's totally yours.
Every week.
It's there to be discovered.
All in one place.
7:30, Monday to Thursday, ABC TV and ABC iView.
Good morning, sunshine.
How was the weekend?
Not great. My mother, sadly.
Hi.
You okay? Will I fetch the doctor?
You're not a doctor.
No.
You
know small talk is not my area. Tell me about this girl at work. If you like her, you should just talk to her.
Hey, Leonard.
No, Shelley, no. Don't overthink it.
Leonard and Hungry Paul. Stream now on ABC iView or Tuesdays 8:30 on ABC Entertains.
Reports that a Malaysian Airlines plane has crashed in Ukraine. This was big. It was really big.
Planes don't just fall from the sky for no reason.
It could have been Russia who shot it down, it could have been Ukraine.
We were obsessed with trying to find the answers.
It just didn't make a whole lot of sense.
What was the truth? What happened to MH17?
Murder in the Skies, tomorrow on ABC TV and ABC iView.
All righty, Ro. Shall we?
Wednesdays, lean into the laughs.
We all love comedy and very sexy lesbians.
With the best in the biz.
People with a burning desire to look stupid on television.
Helping you relieve those midweek frustrations.
What's going on?
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's like this isn't a real brick.
Get cozy for a night of comedy. Wednesdays from 8 on ABC TV and ABC iView.
Can I help you?
I was looking for Annie. Can't find her or her son.
Nobody wants to believe that their friends are capable of murder. Come on, what do you want to do?
I want to find Annie. She had something to tell me.
She was involved in something she felt she couldn't handle alone.
I mean, who the hell was this woman?
Well, Annie was anything but ordinary. She had a brilliant mind.
Come on, come on.
Police! Shetland, Friday 8:30 on ABC TV or stream the full season on ABC iView.
Rising inflation, housing out of reach, and the cost of living pressures deepen.
Making some of these changes is a big step for this government.
As the global energy crisis reshapes the world, what does it mean for us here at home?
Our concentration is on fuel security here in Australia.
Who has the plan and who's falling behind? We'll cut through the noise with the questions and analysis that matter and reveal the forces driving politics.
Insiders, Sunday on ABC and ABC iView.
This Sunday.
New policy. This is an anti-nepotism policy.
What about him? I'm non-Nepo.
Well, I'm non-Nepo too. Oh, no, you're definitely Nepo.
Julia's making changes.
What are you doing? Security upgrade.
Margie, I'm locked in.
And everyone's feeling the pressure.
Oh, my God. Christian, we're locked in.
What's going on? Margie and Julia are trapped in the prop cupboard.
Come on, Margie, stop. Stop. Hey!
New bad company.
Sounds Nepo.
It's not Nepo.
Sunday 8:15 on ABC TV and ABC iView.
Some stories never grow old.
There is no place like home.
From power and possibility,
I am fearless and therefore powerful.
To love and heartbreak.
I have loved none but you.
6 timeless classics reborn through the voices of a new generation.
I'm reading Frankenstein,
The Wizard of Oz, Animal Farm,
The Wind in the Willows,
My Brilliant Career.
I'm reading Persuasion for the ABC Listen app.
ABC Timeless Audiobooks, free and exclusive to ABC Listen.
Tonight, a man arrested after a woman and 2 children are found dead in a southwest Sydney home. Israeli troops intercept vessels from a flotilla trying to breach the blockade of Gaza. The WHO declares an international health emergency over a Central African Ebola outbreak. And regulators approve double-strength baits to tackle a mouse plague swamping regional communities. Good evening, Manny Tsigas with ABC News. We begin with some developing news out of Sydney, where police have arrested a man after finding 3 people dead inside a home in the city's southwest. A 47-year-old man has been arrested at the scene and taken in for questioning. Shortly before 8 p.m. this evening, officers visited a home in Campbelltown, where a 000 call had been made. Police say they entered the property and found the bodies of 2 children and a woman inside. Police believe the incident is domestic violence related. A crime scene has been established involving State Crime Command's homicide squad. It comes after almost 1,000 people were arrested during a crackdown on domestic violence offenders across New South Wales. Many had been wanted by police for days or even weeks before being rounded up in Operation Amarok. It has domestic violence advocates concerned that many victims are living in fear as police struggle to make speedy arrests.
Almost 2 weeks after a woman reported to police that this man had assaulted her, officers tracked him down at a hotel in Yagoona. And this man allegedly assaulted a woman known to him a month before officers arrested him at a home in Rydalmere. They were among 993 people arrested last week as part of the latest Operation Amarok. And like many others targeted during the Blitz, they had outstanding arrest warrants for domestic violence offences.
A lot of these people don't want to be found. Well, there'll be warrants issued, and when we get that capability together with a concerted effort, these are the results we're getting.
Across the 4-day operation, police executed hundreds of outstanding arrest warrants. More than 2,000 charges were laid, including hundreds of breaches of apprehended domestic violence orders.
This is the 13th time police have run Operation Amarok, which was launched in 2023 as a way to crack down on domestic violence offenders. It's led by each region's domestic violence teams to tackle a backlog of outstanding domestic violence arrest warrants and compliance checks.
Advocates say the number of alleged offenders being picked up this time shows the system is not keeping up with the growing demand.
The police are incredibly under-resourced here in New South Wales. We know that staffing levels are critically low.
They fear the domestic violence crisis is only getting worse and could be exacerbated by the growing cost of living.
So that's why it's really important that we adequately and meaningfully fund domestic and family violence specialist services, because they're quite often filling the gap in terms of the safety needs.
In the meantime, police have vowed to run another Operation Amarok soon, hoping to put offenders on notice. Leah Harris, ABC News, Sydney.
The organisers of a flotilla of ships trying to break Israel's maritime blockade of Gaza say Israel's Navy is intercepting the vessels off the coast of Cyprus. Matthew Doran spoke to Giras Solani on The World earlier this evening.
We understand that this operation is still underway and that of the more than 50 ships which are part of this flotilla, not all of them have been intercepted at this point. There are varying accounts suggesting that at this point around 10 of those ships have been intercepted, with members of their crew detained by Israeli forces, among them some Australians who were on board those ships. Other Australians who are also in this flotilla are telling us through their intermediaries within the Global Flotilla organisation that they are still sailing towards Gaza at this point, although they do, of course, fear that they will also be intercepted by the Israeli Navy at some point in the very near future. This group had set off from Turkey yesterday. They were in international waters, according to the flotilla organisers, and were intercepted by the Israeli Navy on Monday morning local time. So it is just after 2 p.m. here in Jerusalem. That operation underway now for a couple of hours, and it's occurred off the coast of Cyprus. So very much still a developing story. The Israeli military is referring all requests for comment to the Israeli Foreign Ministry. The Foreign Ministry has yet to comment specifically on this interception mission, but just before news of it broke, it did post on social media to say that this was an act of provocation for provocation's sake. It has again criticised the flotilla, saying it is more about theatre than it is about substance and really delivering any humanitarian aid to Gaza. And going further than that, it has said that these activists are working for the interests of Hamas rather than for the Palestinian population. All claims which the flotilla organisers have been hit with repeatedly by Israel over the course of the last couple of months during previous attempts to break this blockade, but which they have also repeatedly rejected as evidence of Israel just trying to brush this situation aside.
Matthew Doran reporting there from Jerusalem. Back home, and the Treasurer has conceded Labor's taken a political hit after last week's budget contained broken promises on property tax breaks. But he's defended the changes the government is proposing as he fends off opposition attempts to revive a scare campaign.
Seeking certainty in love.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And predictability in planning.
Any tips on wedding planning?
Oh, look, don't let the little details worry you.
When the only guarantee in life is death and taxes.
My job is to put in place good policies to make a difference for people.
Just days after the government clamped down on negative gearing and the capital gains tax discount, auction clearance rates in Sydney fell to levels not seen since the start of the pandemic.
We are seeing a lot more investors in the Sydney market than Melbourne, and probably some pullback early based on what we saw in the budget.
The first post-budget opinion polls published suggesting a slump in support for Labor.
We've taken some difficult decisions. We've taken a political hit for that.
This budget was an absolute stinker.
As the opposition gears up for a fight over Labor's trio of tax changes and trust.
This is simply a death tax by stealth.
From July 2028, the budget includes a new 30% tax on discretionary trusts, including discretionary testamentary trusts. These are set up within a person's will and come into effect after their death and give a trustee the power to decide how and when the income is distributed among beneficiaries. Existing trusts are exempt, but from 2028, new ones will be hit. There are carve-outs. To avoid the new tax, families can use fixed testamentary trusts where the trustee has no say over distributions. Special disability trusts, charitable trusts and deceased estates also exempt.
It's best not to listen to the scare campaigns.
Of the estimated million trusts in use, only around 10,000 are the testamentary trusts in question. The Treasurer rejects suggestions his new tax amounts to a death tax, but Labor is sensitive to the claims, having faced a similar scare campaign in the lead-up to its shock election loss in 2019. Jane Norman, ABC News, Canberra.
Health authorities are working to contain a growing Ebola outbreak in Central Africa. There is no vaccine for this strain of the virus, which has already killed dozens of people.
Fear is spreading quickly in Goma.
We are truly afraid of this Ebola epidemic. We are asking the government to implement measures because we don't know what to do.
The eastern Congolese city has reported its first case of Ebola. Part of an outbreak in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda, believed to have killed at least 80 people.
To grow to be 200 to 300 cases, it's got to have been going on for a while. So it took the whole world by surprise.
The World Health Organization has declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. While it doesn't reach the criteria of a pandemic, the WHO says there's a high risk it could spread to neighbouring countries.
It is broken out in a very densely populated province. And then there's the added complication that there are many armed groups in this province. That is what will make managing this epidemic very complicated.
Ebola is spread through bodily fluids and can lead to fever, nausea, bleeding and organ failure. Unlike most previous major outbreaks, this one has been caused by the Bundabujo strain. It's considered less lethal than more common strains of the virus, but it doesn't have any approved vaccines or drugs to treat it.
Currently, I'm on panic mode because people are dying. I don't have medicines, I don't have vaccines.
A plea for help to address a deepening emergency. Jade McMillan, ABC News.
Tributes continue to flow for Perth shark attack victim Stephen Manaboni, who died at the weekend while spearfishing off Perth's Rottnest Island. A fellow diver says the fatality has shattered their tight-knit spearfishing community, with other members experiencing close encounters with sharks in the same area.
The loss of Stephen Manaboni has shattered the spearfishing community, who say the 38-year-old was committed to helping others.
Steve was a very well-loved diver in the community. The spearfishing community is a very close-knit community, very, very well-loved, just a genuinely nice guy.
It was the first fatal shark attack in WA since March last year, when surfer Stephen Payne was killed at Whartons Beach near Esperance. Mr Aiken says interactions with white sharks are a growing concern, with a number of close encounters around Rottnest Island.
Actually, recently there have been some very close calls. 2 divers in the last couple of years have had fins taken off their feet by great white sharks just off our coastline.
Western Australia's shark management has progressively shifted from lethal interventions to non-lethal strategies like tagging, sirens and increased patrols. One shark scientist says spearfishing comes with a high risk.
And when you're spearing fish, you're sending off signals into the water, such as blood and body movements from the animals that can attract sharks.
He says when it comes to the ocean, mitigation measures will never be foolproof. Maya Kordick, ABC News.